Hello, you guys. My name is Jessica Lemons, and today I'll be discussing energy for metabolic reactions and explain how ATP stores chemical energy and makes it available to a cell. First, I'm going to discuss energy. Energy is the capacity to change something or the ability to do work. I did do a list of common energy such as heat, light, sound, electrical energy, mechanical energy, and chemical energy. Now, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but can be changed from one form to another. Next, I'm going to discuss cellular respiration. It is the process that transfers energy from molecules and makes it available for cellular use. So in this picture to the right, I did go ahead and show us some examples of cellular respiration. You have aerobic, which is the presence of oxygen, and anaerobic, which is present of no oxygen, so it has no oxygen. Also, this is glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, and the electrical transport chain, which is all part of the cellular respiration. Now, next I'm going to discuss ATP. ATP, it is for adenosine triphosphate. Tri does mean three, which means there is three phosphate group in ATP. It is a molecule that carries energy within a cell. So, by me mentioning cellular respiration, it does produces ATP. So, cellular respiration does produce the energy, and energy is within the ATP. Next is ADP, which is adenosine diphosphate. Di does stands for two, which means there's two phosphate groups in ADP. It is the end product when adenosine triphosphate loses one of its phosphate groups, and that's when it transfers into ADP. ADP can be converted back into ATP by attaching a third phosphate group, which is called phosphorylation. So, phosphorylation requires energy from cellular respiration. So, cycling between ADP and ATP during the cellular respiration gives cells the energy needed to carry out the cellular activities. So, by ATP losing one of its phosphate groups, turning into ADP, that does reduces the energy. So that cycle, by keep doing that, ADP to ATP or ATP to ADP, that cycle does keep generating energy. Next, we're discussing the release of the chemical energy. So when one phosphate group is removed, energy is released, and ATP is converted into ADP. So likewise, energy is also released when a phosphate group is removed from ADP to form AMP. It stands for mono, which means one. So energy is held in the chemical bonds and is released when the bonds are broken. So here I do show in the picture, it does show you when ADP gains a phosphate group, it gains the energy and it becomes ATP. Also, the picture at the bottom shows a cycle from ATP going to ADP, ADP going to ATP, showing that it's releasing energy. So when energy is transferred to ATP, 40% is released as chemical energy and 60% is released as heat, which maintains the body temperature, which is homeostasis. Now, also, when it comes to the release of chemical energy, I also want to let you know that the second and third phosphate of ATP are attached by high energy bonds, and the chemical energy stored in one of the bonds may be quickly transferred to another molecule in a metabolic reaction. So, anytime that bond is broken, whether it's ATP to ADP or ADP to AMP, anytime the bond is broken, that is when the energy is released, and that is how our body actually gets the energy from within the cell. So anytime that bond is broken, it does release the energy. Lastly, is just my references to show you guys where I got this information from. And again, I want to thank you, and you guys have a great day. Bye.